Once upon a time, there was a man going to the masjid to pray, and every day he would find a man asking people for charity. One day, this man decided to talk to the beggar. The man went to the beggar and holded him by his clothes and told him, "Aren't you ashamed of yourself? You beg in front of the masjid while people are here praying. Why do you never pray inside?" The beggar told the man, "Leave me alone. You know nothing." He had a crutch that he used to push the men away from him. The man woke up in a desert alone. He could not remember anything. The last thing he could remember is the beggar pushing him with his cane. He started walking in the desert. He walked for days alone in the heat with no food and no water. He collapsed many times, but woke up and continued walking anyway. After reaching his limits, he lay down, closed his eyes, and hoped for the best. A man appered to him and woke him up after drinking water and eating some dates. He told the man, "What is the name of this place?" He told him a name that he had never heard in his life. He knew he was far away from his hometown, so his best option was to ask for the nearest town. He was told that there's a small town not very far from them, and there is knowledgeable imam there that could help him. Finally, a glimpse of hope started appearing in front of him. After reaching his destination, he entered the masjid. It was parayer time, so he sat in the front row and waited for the imam to come out. As soon as the imam walked out, the imam saw him and told him, "Have you also followed me here?" So he touched him with his cane. He found himself this time in his town in front of the majsid, and the beggar was still there. Begging, he was shocked to see that everything was the same as before he left. He looked at the beggar and he understood his mistake. This story shows us the power of Allah and what he can do in the hands of his servants. A man should never judge others because he think of them as inferior to him. We never know who we are talking to. Appearances can be deciving. Him who is a beggar on this universe could be a saint in another one.